Hello, my name is Hzaiyen, and I'm going to do a professional development for you guys on social and emotional learning. So I'm doing this professional development on social and emotional learning because after our needs assessment survey, majority of you marked social and emotional learning as a very interested topic that you guys would like to learn more about. So today I'm going to do an overview on SEL and some strategies that you can apply in your classroom. So to begin, I just want to go over session norms. Norms are expectations that we hold as we're going through this presentation. They help create an inclusive classroom, and it helps everybody feel valued and feel heard. So I wanted to create norms together for this presentation that we can also apply in our classroom. So let's come up with some norms together. You can turn to your partner, and I'll write a few norms on the board.
Raising your hand, you have something to say?
Yeah, being an active listener.
Yeah.
All right, and if you have something, you can just go ahead and raise your hand and I'll write it on the board here.
Raise our hand to share.
Yeah. All right, anything else?
We'll listen to each other.
Mm-hmm. Can I put active listening?
Oh,
All right, anything else? All right. Do one more.
Take turns.
Yeah, take turns. So this is a great strategy to use with our second graders. I like to create norms before I teach a lesson so that all students are held accountable for the expectations, and it allows everybody to have an opportunity to feel heard and seen as they're speaking. So let's do a quick overview of SEL. SEL is a process where individuals apply the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to be able to develop healthy relationships, manage their emotions, achieve personal goals. They feel and show empathy, establish and maintain relationships, and they create responsible and caring decisions. There are 5 branches in SEL. They are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. Moving on, this is the KZL 5 wheel over here. And if you look in the middle, we have social and emotional learning with the 5 branches that I discussed earlier. So social and emotional learning can be taught at any age. As you can see, the closest ring to that wheel is the classroom. So this goes to show that the classroom, teaching social and emotional skills in the classroom is where students receive the best support, and then it extends out to their schools and their families and their community. All right, so currently we use Second Step. If you can go ahead and click on this link here, it will take you to a Padlet where you can type in what you're currently using. You can tell me some strategies that you currently do and let me know if you think they are working or if they're not working in your classroom.
My link's not working for some reason.
Let me see.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can just paste it now.
Copy and paste it. I got it. Use it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start reading what you guys are doing, what you guys are posting, excuse me. So read alouds that highlight an SEL concern in the classroom, and then an activity to go along with it. It's a great strategy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and then create a classroom community full of respect and model turn-taking. These are some great strategies, especially with our young second grade learners. All right, you can go ahead and finish that up. I'm gonna move on. Here, I have a little check-in survey. So it's just going to ask you questions such as how you're feeling, what you feel you need to feel supported, and anything else that you'd like to add. So I'm gonna come around and check.
Link, and this is the browser.
All right. Okay, would anybody like to share how they're feeling today?
A little bit stressed out.
A little bit stressed out, understandable.
Same.
Yeah, understandable. So it's important to see how your audience is feeling so that you can gauge your presentation or your teaching. So something I like to do with my students is a quick little morning check-in as soon as they walk in. So you can find free templates like this online. And it's just a very quick little check-in for them so you can see how they're feeling. And it allows them an opportunity to explain why they're feeling that way. This way you know how to approach your students that day and guide your lessons that day. And I will share the link to these templates later on today. All right, another strategy that we can use is integrating SEL into the curriculum. I know this is something that a lot of us do, but to dive into some deeper examples on that, for social studies, historical events can allow students to understand experiences and perspectives, which allows them to build empathy. In literature, they can delve into the characters' emotions and develop emotional intelligence. A great unit that I've experienced students building SEL was our Domain 6, where we learned about the American Civil War. So that kind of integrates both social studies and literature and SEL into that as well. And then in science, we love doing experiments that promote teamwork and collaboration. So that's another great strategy to use to continue building those SEL skills in our students. Here are a few quick and simple strategies that you can use. One of them is called Imagine Stress and Release It. So I like to have students close their eyes and picture the emotion that they're feeling as if it was like floating on a leaf down a river. So they'll see that emotion as it's floating down a river, and then once it passes by, they release that emotion. And then there's the write it, rip it, and throw it away strategy, where they write what they're feeling, and then they rip it up and then toss it away. And a kindness share. So with the kindness share, students can share one act of kindness that they have done or that they have witnessed that day, to allow other students to hear all the different ways that you can show and spread kindness in the classroom. And then this is called the pasta check-in. So students can pause, take a moment to breathe, and then they ask themselves how they're feeling. They say the emotion and try to work it out. They think about their problems, and then they ask what they need. So this is a great little printout that you can put onto students' desks, and they can work through those emotions themselves. All right, and then SEL is not just important for our students, but it's also really important for us so that we can do well in our jobs. So many studies have shown that teachers with strong SEL skills feel less burnout in their jobs, and they have higher levels of satisfaction in their careers. They tend to have stronger relationships with their students and better classroom management. And teachers that teach SEL are more effective at their jobs, and they have lower levels of work-related anxiety. Research studies have found that students who are learning SEL skills now have carries a positive impact on their student achievement. So those are the students that typically have higher grades, higher test scores, more attendance, and complete their homework. And this helps them in the future because studies show that students with strong SEL skills, when they are young, they grow to be adults that are more likely to obtain college degrees and obtain stable careers in their life. And then down here, I have a few resources for you to check out on your own time. So there's some resources for you to read to gain some more SEL strategies, and then a few things that you can do with your students and some stories to read with them. And on this last slide, I have a quick little survey, if you don't mind taking this survey on my presentation and my presenting skills. That will be highly appreciated. And thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.